Hello everybody, welcome back to Sloths and Door Kids. My name is Alisa. You might have been wondering where on earth have I been so long? Or maybe you haven't noticed I was gone at all, but I just felt like taking time off vlogging. I think I tend to do that now when it starts feeling like a job. So I am back again, full of beans, full of ideas, and full of it basically all around. So today's topic is going to be what inspired me to make this episode is a visit to Exeter Fabrics with my friend Pips Kiloo. So we went there for no particular reason, just because, you know, we fancied a play with fabric and being in a nice creative environment. Exeter Fabrics were kind enough to let me film a little bit of footage for you. Both Pippa and I got a couple of bits and bobs, and I'm going to show you mine now. Again, I had no idea what I wanted when I went to the shop. It's just the usual thing that I do. I just go in, I see it, I realize I want it, I need it, I buy it. Not too many fabrics, only 4 this time. So the first one that I immediately knew I wanted is somehow it's just a bit unusual for me, because if you watched my vlog for a while, you know I don't do red. I don't wear much red, not even in, you know, the print as a little small part of the print. However, when I saw this red, I just immediately knew that I wanted it. And what it is, I think it's like a mixed polyester cotton, because it does feel like cotton, but I did a burn test and there is some polyester in it. But I just loved the fabric color. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a red with a lot of white added to the red color, so it's kind of like a raspberry. It does have a little bit of, or like a light orange color in it, which is surprising to me because I wouldn't have picked it, but when I put it to my face, it absolutely looks absolutely fine. It doesn't make me yellow, it doesn't make me you know, ill, doesn't look my skin look, you know, whatever. Anyway, all in all, good color. And with this color, with this fabric, I was going to make Vicky So's Iliana dress. I think this one has been already translated. So you got this one in English, and basically what it is a super duper easy dress. It's got a raglan sleeve. It has a very wide neckline and a neckband, I believe, in there, and it's just a long knit dress that I only needed 2 meters for my height. So this is going to be this. It's probably going to take me about an hour, or probably less than an hour, like half an hour to cut it out, and probably a couple of hours or less than that to just sew it together. So this should be a relatively quick make. Next fabric I had was I realized I didn't have any animal print, you know, which is quite unusual. Well, I do have a lot of animal print in viscose fabric, but I didn't have too much animal print in polyester, like a winter weight or wool, you know, like anything that will go nicely in a winter weather underneath the coat and wouldn't look ridiculously lightweight, you know. So I saw this fabric, which is a polyester Marrakein. What do you reckon? It does have a little bit of like a warm brown in it, but on a larger scale, as you don't look too close, I don't think you can really make that out, and I think it looks okay for my complexion. Now to give you a little spoiler, Pipskiloo got herself some too. So yeah, she did say what she was going to make with it, but I'm just gonna leave it to her to talk about it on her Instagram. But basically my dress, I took 4 meters, and I had in mind some sort of long, I thought it would be a shirt dress. Then I got home and I have received my printed patterns that I've ordered from Pattern to Paper, and I've remembered that I actually ordered this dress. It's called Estelle, and it's again Vicky So's, and it's like a long flowy dress with a belt, like a front knot detail on the front. It has long sleeve, it has long skirt, it has a moderately long v-neck, but not, you know, not too far in. But basically this is what it's gonna be. I'm not sure whether this Estelle dress has been translated or not, but it should be quite straightforward, to be honest with you, because the only complicated bit in it is probably putting in the invisible zipper. Other than that, everything has been photographed and, you know, step by step. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even probably need an instruction if I didn't speak Russian. I was just look at the pictures. So that's going to be that dress. I can't wait. And by the way, to give you a little update on my trench coat, you know, all this time I've been away from YouTube, I was actually making this coat. So pretty much all my creative energy was put into not quitting making that trench coat, and it is coming along really nicely. I think I'm about 5% away from completing it, but I will make a special video, and I will be mentioning it in my monthly make video at some point, and I will be making a special, like a dedicated video about making this trench coat. So I'm not talking about it today, but it's there. But just to show you that this fabric will actually go really in a cute way underneath it, and then you can wear it with like a black or burgundy shoes or blue shoes even, or any, you know, there's loads of nice colors in there that you can play with and repeat in your accessories. Okay, now the next two fabrics were a bit unexpected. The first one I found in like a wool, like a suiting section, and at first I didn't look at it twice, and it's like this it's wool, and what it has is, I hope you can see it, but it's a very fine jacquard pattern made with light grey, dark blue, and almost like a mustardy color. It's very lightweight, it's very drapey. And the reason I actually look at the fabric is because of the selvage, and the selvage is very fancy, and that blue actually really brings up the beauty of this very fine, very busy, kind of like a geometric even pattern. And I thought, you know what, I could actually make a pair of trousers with it, because from afar it looks just like grayish, grayish color, but as you get closer it will go with all sorts of browns and blues and grays and white and blacks probably, so the lady who was cutting my fabric, I said, does it say the content? She said, no, we didn't get the content with this fabric. So I said, I don't worry, I'm going to burn it home. She was like, huh? She said, please don't burn it, that's a waste of money. But anyway, what I did is exactly what I said. I got home, I snipped a tiny bit of fabric and I burned it, and guess what? There's no hard bits in it. It fell apart in my hand like a little, the black, what's it called? Like a little black ball of burn, and gosh, my English is just getting better and better every day. And it smelled like hair as well. So that's, I think that means that it's wool. So I'm pretty happy with this. And what I'm gonna make is Adelina trousers, or Adeline, I don't know how they translate it. I'm pretty sure they did translate it. This one is a really nice, it's almost like a banana shape, but it's not, because it's fairly wide-ish leg, but it is quite tapered at the bottom, and it has several pleats at the top, and so it's very nice volume around the hips and the leg. But if you make it from a flowy fabric, it's going to be moving as you walk, so it's going to be, I think, quite complimentary. So anyway, so this is my plan. And the last fabric, I was looking at it and taking it to the table, then putting it back, then taking it to the mirror, putting it to my face. No, I don't know, going to the window with the natural light, putting it to my face. I could not decide for the life of me whether I wanted it or not. And then in the end, I thought, you know what? If I'm thinking about it this long, then obviously I really like it. And the fabric is this. It's Tencel. It's Tencel fabric. I think it's like a Tencel voile or something. Let me just find you. It looks like this. It's not see-through, but it's fairly thin, and color-wise it has like a mustardy yellow in it. That's what was putting me off. It also has mid gray and like a bluey gray, quite like a dusky blue, and obviously white and a very light gray, so little bits and bobs. Now I don't think that yellow is actually gonna be too bad. I think it's only tiny smidges that, in fact, if I counterpart with a really nice bright, like red lipstick maybe, it will actually be quite nice. And I do like the pattern is just the perfect size for like my facial geometry. That's a styling course that I'm doing, which again I'll be making, I'll be talking in another video, but I've decided to go for this fabric, and I got 2 meters of it, just enough to make the Cynthia shirt, which I was translating this pattern into English, so I know it's been translated, and I've been talking about making it for a while now, but because I got so busy with the bloody trench coat, it kind of set me back a bit. But now this is complicated project is coming to completion, I will be happy to make a medium difficulty projects, and they will probably feel very, very easy to me now after doing that. You know, so this is just an oversized shirt with like a placket and a stand-up collar and all the bits and bobs that you would expect in a shirt, except that it's fashionably oversized, because that's what the kids are wearing these days, you know. So I'm just gonna go as that. And so this fabric, funnily enough, goes quite nicely with this fabric, and also it will go with all my blacks bottoms, all my grey, and if I have any beige bottoms, you know, so it will match a lot of things. So I'm quite happy I made a decision. There was a slight fault on this fabric, and I've discovered it when I came from the shop, and I think me and the lady who was cutting it were just yapping along and neither of us saw it. So when I brought it home and I was just kind of opening it up, putting it to my face, like, oh, so I contacted the shop, and they were absolutely brilliant in just giving me extra fabric. And I think you can judge a shop or a service by how they deal with complaints, or not such a complaint, but how they deal with, you know, things like returns or exchanges or anything that doesn't benefit the business, like a sale. And so Exeter Fabric Centre was just absolutely amazing. No questions asked, you know, just sort the situation out, and one happy customer. And so will you if you ever, doubtfully, but if you ever come across that situation. So these are all my fabrics. Now, then another thing I wanted to mention again is Pattern to Paper, who actually reached out to me and said, we've seen a few people coming to us as a result of you mentioning us in your videos. Would you like a discount code for your friends, you know, for your sewing friends, for your viewers? And I said, yes, please. So there is a discount code going for the whole of November, which gives you 20% off on all the large size printed patterns. And this is the paper you get. This is tiny bit thicker than the tissue paper you get in like a big 4 printed patterns. Very convenient. Love cutting it, I love pinning it. I love, you know, you can even model it on yourself, you can pin it, you can reuse it as many times as you like. And when you're done with it and you fold it away, it literally takes this much space. I used to print and tape the patterns together, and it was a separate pain in the ass thing. And then after you cut it up and you used it and you try to fold it, and it just takes this much, it's a lot. And if you have more than 10 patterns, it's already a lot of space. But if you have more than, say, 50, like, you know, it's a lot of space to store. So I will never ever go back to taping and printing the patterns again. This is the way forward now. Definitely. So anyway, the 20% discount goes for any printing, but not the postage. The postage is a flat fee of £2 in the UK, anywhere in the UK, and I think around the world is like a flat fee of £6, but don't quote me. But then again, the postage is not discounted, it's only the patterns. At the moment with the 20% off, it's only £2. So £2 for, I think I paid £2 for this, to print this pattern out. Why wouldn't I do that? Why would I want to spend 3 hours cutting and taping and spreading it everywhere and then cutting it out? You know, it's just too much time that I can spend more wisely on making beautiful clothes, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, if you're interested in this offer, head over to Pattern to Paper. I'll put the details here somewhere. The code you can quote is sloth21. I didn't come up with the code, they came up with the code. It still makes me giggle. So quote that code regardless of whether you order online and upload your patterns online. What I like to do is just write them an email and I pop all my Vicky Sews patterns that I want in there. They look at it, they measure it, they tell you how much it is, they send you a quote, and they tell you the price, you agree to the price, the quote comes, you click on the link, you pay it with whichever method you like, your card, your PayPal, whatever you want, and they dispatch like this. Like, they will dispatch it, I will pay it first thing in the morning, they'll dispatch it, I'll receive it tomorrow. In the UK, this is how quick they are. I could not recommend them enough. I did use the code last time, so it was like, yes, my code is lost21. Anyway, go for it. If you want to take advantage, till the end of November 2021. What else was I going to say? I have a couple of videos coming up with discussing my and giving my feedback on my styling course. So the next one coming out is going to be about colors. So if you're interested, keep an eye out. And I also will be filming very soon another video in a couple of days about my trench coat and how I made it, what it cost me, what I liked, what I found difficult, bloody blah blah blah. You will hear all about it in the upcoming episodes, so stay tuned. Thank you for hanging around waiting for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, keep sewing, and stay pretty. Bye.